So we're doing our second day of transformations. Yesterday we talked about how a parabola can move left or right, and we also talked about how a parabola can go up and down. Today we're going to combine those two things into one. So first off, we're going to start graphing. So let's do, okay, give me from the beginning of yesterday's lesson where we had the parentheses, give me a number that's smaller than like 6. So it's going to be parentheses, x plus 2, close parentheses, squared, right? That's what it looked like? So the positive 2 means that I have actually opposite sign. I have to go 2 to the left. And there it is. This is called my h. So my y equals x minus h squared. Okay, that's the first number. All right, now I actually want to combine and move this red parabola up and down also. So how about we move it down 4, I guess. How would I say that I want to move this parabola down 4? What would I do? What would I type in right now? Minus 4. Okay, so what you can actually do is like zoom in. So there's a lot cool features on this. So I've got 4 down. Okay, can someone tell me what the vertex is of this equation? Yeah, Angelique. -2, -4. Okay, so what this translates into is this equation, but what do I put in the parentheses? Because I went 2 to the left, so what do I put in this parentheses? If I want to do the opposite sign and I went 2 to the left, what do I write in my parentheses for my equation? Already helped. Not minus, because remember how it's the opposite sign? Remember how when we find the x-intercept, it's the opposite sign because we're, solving for 0? X plus 2 squared. And guys, you know that it's right here. See this? It's actually right here. And then I went down 4. So minus 4 at the end. This right here is my vertex, right? So this 2 and this 4 directly relate to each other, and we call this vertex form. Because if you think about it, vertex form has the vertex in it. So the equation is y equals x minus h squared plus k. And this is the equation if you want to know the vertex. And the vertex is actually in the equation. That's why they call it vertex form, because it's right there. Opposite sign, -2, and this one's the same sign, -4. And I went from the origin 2 to the left, down 4, right? All right, let's graph another one. Y equals x minus 1 squared plus 2. Okay, so I'm actually going to need to move this a little bit. All right. Blue. Okay, so now I've graphed a blue equation. What is my vertex of my blue? Count it. Like, start at the origin, 0, 0, and go to the vertex of blue. What is it? Over 1, up 2. Okay, my vertex is over 1, up 2. So, I now need to be able to translate this vertex, 1, 2, into the equation, and it's right here. Positive 1 becomes a minus 1 in the parentheses, and then the plus 2 at the end. Okay? So here's my vertex. 1, 2 becomes x opposite sign minus 1 squared plus 2. Okay? And that's what I have in red and blue right there. So this vertex form is really important because the vertex is in the actual equation. The numbers for the vertex are literally in the parentheses and then the number at the end. All right, so now what I'm going to have you do, you have something to write on, right? Okay, yeah, good. So, somewhere on the side, I'm going to have you look at this graph, and you need to write the equation with the parentheses and the squared and the... What did you guys get as your equation? Go ahead.
Y equals parentheses x plus 3 squared minus 1.
Who else got that? Because it could be something else. You got that? Oh. So what is this, like, easy for you? Oh, is that why you're quiet? Or are you tired? I don't know. Okay, so now I'm back to your worksheet. Because we're combining 2 movements and writing the whole equation. So, number 1, describe how they're shifting. So what's happening? I wanted words like 2 to the right and 3 down. That's what I want right now. So on number 1, what is it? How many to the right? 5 to the right. And then what? And that's all you have to write for these. Okay, number 2. What am I doing? Now this is, if I were to start at the origin, 0, 0, what am I moving to get this equation? I'm moving 2 to the left. The whole parabola is going to go 2 to the left and 7 down. Yep. Great. Number 3, what movement is happening? 3 to the right. No. 3 left. Good. Okay, number 4. What's happening? 8 to the right. 3 up. Cool. Number 5. Oh, there's no parentheses. Ah! Which way do I move left and right if there's no parentheses? Just don't move at all. 0 to the right or left. I mean, just, you don't even have to put anything. It's just 5 up, right? It's just 5 up. Okay. 6. Oh, there's no K. There's no K at the end. So I only do 1 movement. What is it? 7 to the right. And I don't go up or down. All right, cool. Now I'm going to use this real quick on number 1. I want to write the vertexes really fast, just so you guys, I know you know it. Number 1, what's the vertex? 5, 1. Number 2, what's the vertex? Not 2, 7, no. Negative 2, opposite sign of the parentheses. -7. Watch inside that parentheses. It's the opposite sign. Like for number 3, it's going to be -3, comma, -1. So the parentheses has the opposite sign. That's why I say -h and k as my vertex. Because whatever h is, it's the opposite sign of whatever's inside the parentheses. And then k is just whatever number. It's the same sign. So for number 1, you're just writing the vertex, which we already did, right? 5, comma 1. And then you're going to do the axis of symmetry. AOS. First of all, I probably should graph this thing, huh? Okay. I'm going to bring my, I'm going to bring my x-axis lower because I know that I'm going to need to go like 5. So over 5, up 1. And then I need to do my pattern. 1 up, 1, or sorry, 1 to the right, 1 up on both sides. 1 to the right, 1 up on both sides. 1 to the left, 1 up on both sides. This is the parent function pattern. 1 to the side, 1 up, and then 2 to the side and 4 up. 2 to the side, 4 up. Then 2 to the left. Oh, I mixed. See if I can do an eraser. Where is he erasing? Woo. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so this is my parabola. That's what it looks like. Axis of symmetry is that line that runs down the middle. What line runs down the middle? Five? Yeah, here it is. I'm going to make a dotted line down the middle. X equals 5. It's actually just the first number of your vertex is always the axis of symmetry. And then I need to know well guys, they're all going to be upward facing. So they're always going to have a min. And, domain will, for every single one of these, the domain will be all real numbers. You can also say infinite numbers. But the range, that's what we need to make sure we practice. What's the range? Where does my parabola bottom out? And then it goes up. So what numbers are included in my y? Y is what? Greater than what number? 1. Y is greater than or equal to 1. Because I'm at 1, and everything higher than it is my green parabola. Okay? All right. Try these on your own. I am going to show some of them up on the screen. So keep going. And I'll wander around and help.